Vanguard is getting closer and closer to launch here, coming as of next week, and yesterday we talked about the new Warzone Pacific experience, but today I wanted to jump back to the Vanguard side of things and talk firstly about the new progression system, or the expanded progression system, because some of this will feel very familiar, others brand new that offer new ways to grind out the game, both right at launch and then later in the seasons to follow. So that said, as we go along, let me know your thoughts down below. Are you guys looking forward to this progression system and the new entries into it? Maybe not so much, whatever the case may be, drop your thoughts down below. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like down below. Let's aim for 1,000 likes on this video. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing regarding Vanguard and Warzone. We have so much stuff here coming up leading up to launch and then after. So if you guys want to stay up to date with everything, with nearly 60% of viewers not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. That said, let's jump right into it. So yesterday we talked a lot about the referenced blog post that we'll be coming back to here in this video, but that video focused solely on the Warzone side of things here. That being things like your brand new map of Caldera, the new Warzone Pacific experience, the integration and everything that will come along with that here a couple of weeks after the launch of Vanguard. But talking about Vanguard, we have a lot of information that we still have yet to cover, and so I want to talk firstly today about the ranking system that you'll see here going into the next year. Some of this, a lot of the base may seem familiar because we've seen aspects, if not the full thing, in some areas the last 2 years. Starting fundamentally, your base rank experience here, that being your overall level. Firstly, there is going to be 55 enlisted ranks to unlock your loadout items, and then we'll follow a seasonal prestige system after that. So that means that just like Modern Warfare, just like Black Ops Cold War, you'll rank up through 1 to 55 one time and only one time. During that span, you'll of course end up unlocking all your weapons, all your perks, all your equipment, and things like that. But once you end up getting past 55, that's your base. You will never go back below that. So you won't ever have to unlock those weapons, perks, equipment, things like that ever again. Now from there, that's where we're going to end up seeing that seasonal ranking system come into play. This particular aspect was not detailed in particular via the blog post, but it seems like based on the wording, you can expect those post-enlisted ranks to be very similar to how Black Ops Cold War worked, if not identical, meaning that you'll have X amount of prestiges introduced every single season, and likely then the ability to go up to level 1000. So that part in particular seems familiar because, well, it's the same as what we just had this past year, but they also offered up some intel on some other areas that are getting expanded in that XP progression and things that you can end up grinding out. Of course, as with every single year, you have weapon progression where your weapon XP starts to build up and you end up ranking up that weapon, unlocking more attachments, and then you'll be able to end up going for camo challenges associated with that. That should be nothing new. But one of the things that is new is the brand new operator XP leveling and the rewards that will come along with that. Sledgehammer has in the past attempted to give grinders stuff that they can work towards even whenever the overall ranking is not necessarily something that needs to be completed anymore. This seems to be one of those things. We have 12 operators coming at launch to Call of Duty Vanguard and others coming in these seasons to follow, but they mentioned that each one of these can be leveled up to unlock new skins, including a special gold attire, weapon XP for specific weapons, and more. They detail that there is going to be a favorite weapon used for each of these operators, which will also then give you bonus weapon and operator XP for using and progressing that alongside that operator. So a cool little twist and bonus here with that one, but the thing that catches my eye is that special gold attire. That immediately brings me back to hero gear from Black Ops 3. That was something that was an incredibly fun grind and something that was just kind of off the beaten path from what you'd normally expect from a linear ranking system and a progression system within Call of Duty. We saw it also kind of implemented within Infinite Warfare with the Black Sky gear that you could end up getting, the helmet and the combat rig, but this is something that looks to kind of recapture that essence of a grind elsewhere where you might not necessarily think of it. We also see that clans are going to be making return here and also offer up quite a bit. Now, the regiment system from Modern Warfare and Black Ops Cold War has since been locked down and is going to be transitioning into the clans feature. So there's a very high possibility you could actually be part of a clan in the very first day of Call of Duty Vanguard. But they state replacing regiments, clans invites friends to play together and unlock exclusive rewards by earning clan XP. Represent your squad with a custom emblem and unique clan tag and play with your clan members for a global percentage bonus to regular, weapon, operator, and clan XP. Essentially, every time you play multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone Pacific, you'll unlock something new or at least progress toward it. And that doesn't even include the rewards available during the seasonal battle pass system, another way to earn content at the start of season 1. So it seems like this will again give us a little bit more that once you're in that regiment system just for simply playing, you also rank up your clan and hopefully can work towards some grindable rewards here. One thing that I liked about Ghost, that game still probably holding my least favorite Call of Duty title. Personally, it's entirely cool if you do not. One thing that I think that they nailed on the head though was the clan rewards. There were some really cool camos, some cool gear that you could end up getting, and I hope that's replicated here within this. Now, generally speaking, to the overall ranking post-integration, this going forward is actually something that expands upon what we had seen this past year. And I mean that in the sense that this past year, you could play either Modern Warfare, Warzone, or Black Ops Cold War and still progress not only just your battle pass, but also then your overall rank. This is going to add another game to that grouping where not only can you play Vanguard, but you can play Black Ops Cold War, you can play Warzone, and you can play Modern Warfare, and they will all be interconnected. They will all sync together, and that rank will transfer from one game to the next, regardless of what game you jump on. So that's something that expands this sort of extended universe of Call of Duty, if you want to call it that. So taking what we see already with all of those new methods, the existing methods, and putting them all together. Personally, I like that. You can get whatever experience you want and still rank up and get new things here as you go along, and that's pretty cool to me. Now, overall, if we're talking about the system at hand here, it's, again, still a continuation of what I've already described as what I think is a decent compromise. Of course, as a player, I don't think that we ever needed to change that whole prestige system where you start, you go through prestige, lock everything up again, re-unlock it, go to the max of that prestige, and do the whole cycle over and over again. One of those, if it's not broke, don't fix it type of things. But Call of Duty has, in the last couple of years, shifted almost their entire focus on how they market things, how they build out the game, to be something that elongates player retention. And the unfortunate reality of that is that the seasonal system here looks like it's going to be staying around for at least a good little while. But while it's not necessarily that initial prestige system that we had seen in classic Call of Duty, I also don't think that it's as bad as what we saw with Modern Warfare, where you only have 100 levels and then you can't progress any further. There's no real rewards to go towards that afterwards as well. So this at least gives a little bit more of something. It might not be a ton to everybody, but at its base, it's very similar to what we had seen this past year, and also, of course, with the new inclusion of clans and operator XP and levels. I'm very curious to see where this goes and what we can end up potentially earning as rewards along that way. But that said, that is the ranking and progression system that we see here coming for Call of Duty Vanguard at its most basic level. Something that I think we may see a little bit more on as we get closer to launch. And of course, once the game launches, we'll have everything here to fully dissect and to understand for ourselves. But for the time being, that's what we had and what was detailed by Call of Duty and the official blog post mentioning all these major changes and mentioning all these new features coming to Vanguard and Warzone. So that said, that's going to wrap up the video. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you guys like the seasonal system? Do you like this sort of spin that Sledgehammer is putting on it to hopefully give us a little bit more to grind out? Whatever the case may be, drop your thoughts down below. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Vanguard, all things Warzone. We have so much stuff here coming up in the next couple of days, so make sure you stick it here on the channel so you do not miss a single thing. If you also want to follow me over on Twitter and Instagram, those are the best places to chat with me outside of YouTube. So if you guys want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever the case may be, that link is down there in the description below. That said, thanks so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.